Hey guys, welcome back. I want to show you a new tool. I got this sent to me by King Bolin. It is a launch Creader Elite. And on the back it says the Creader Elite for Toyota. So what this is a generic scan tool, but it has enhanced coverage for Toyota. So I'm in my 2004 Toyota 4Runner. It was really cold the other day and my check engine light came on. So we're gonna plug this in and see if it will scan all the systems and see what all of my codes are. Now, I did plug this into a vehicle at work and get it set up. You just have to answer a few questions. It tried to connect to my Wi-Fi. I punched in the password wrong and it let me skip. So if you don't have Wi-Fi, it'll probably let you move on to the next section. It doesn't actually have to make a connection because it notified me several times that there was no internet connection. So I don't think that really matters unless you want to update it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and plug it into this Toyota and see what we get. So it takes a second to power up. It did power up faster this time than it did when I first set it up. We're gonna go ahead and hit diagnose. Hopefully you guys can see this all right. We're going to go to Toyota. Now there is a setting in here that you may have to change. By default, most of these are set to Europe. And you need to set it to North America or it won't respond to your vehicle correctly. So we're going to do that here on the next screen. So where it says 16-pin data link connector for North America, if yours says something other than North America and you're in North America, it may not work. So there's a button here that says set area. If you tap on that, you can pick Japan, North America, Europe, or other. So we'll pick North America, click 16-pin data link connector. Okay, it identified my 2004 Toyota 4Runner. I want to do a health report. So it says it's checking generic OBD2, the ECM. So it's checking generic and enhanced data. We have several fault codes stored already. So we have a P0456 evap system leak detected, 442 evap leak detected. So we have very small and a small leak, and then another very small leak. Sometimes in generic, it'll scan this multiple times. In our enhanced, we just have the one, which says very small leak. Now, my gas cap fits kind of loose, and it was very cold the other morning, so I kind of expected that to be why my light came on. Now, in our anti-lock brake, we have a engine control system fault code. Now, this is coming on because we have a check engine light up here. So that's just a related code. TPMS, we have no sensors. This is a different set of wheels and tires that I put on off of a newer Tacoma, and the sensors are wrong and I wasn't going to pay for new sensors. So that's why it couldn't detect all my wheels and then all of the different modules that were good. So we can clear codes with this. We'll see if it will actually clear all my fault codes. My engine light did just go out. Okay, so all of our codes are cleared. Now, what else can this do with the enhanced Toyota? I mean, we were able to scan all the modules on the vehicle, which was good, but can it do anything else? Let's go to System Selection. Let's go to Powertrain, and let's just see if it has bidirectional controls. Now, not very often do you need them on Toyota, but let's just check and see if it has them. So special functions, we'll go to that. We do have an evap system check. We can try that and see if it'll work. If it's an automated test, then it will actually run the monitor and set fault codes. If it's a manual test, then it won't set fault codes during this test. So it says that our fuel tank pressure sensor is reading that. Now, this may seem different than you're used to, but I'm at high altitude. I'm at 5,300 feet. So that's why the numbers may be skewed a little bit. Gives us some information about what it's going to do with the test. Bunch of warnings. Okay, our initial reading is that. Okay. And the factory scan tool and other aftermarket scan tools, they kind of show the same amount of data here. Okay, so we have purge solenoid or purge vacuum switching valve, canister control vacuum switching valve. It says what their status is. Okay, I did notice a difference in my idle. Okay, here's one thing to note. This test won't be real useful for us. We're missing the graph or the data PID for our fuel tank pressure. So I can't see that on the screen here. But at least we know the bidirectional controls are working, because I did notice a change in my idle. Let's just go back. It's kind of funny that we have the customize button. That's something you don't see in a lot of scan tools. Let me go back, and we're gonna go to all system. Now, one thing that we have to do quite often on the 2003 and 2004 4Runners is reset the 0-point calibration. So I just want to see if that test is listed. Special functions. It's under test mode. So I'm just going to go through this and see if my ABS lights start flashing. And they did. They both started flashing fast, so our test is complete. So it actually performed the 0-point calibration. Now let's go to maybe some body controls. Let's see. We have back door. Let's see if we have bidirectional controls there, because sometimes these back hatches get stuck, and the only way you can open them is by disconnecting the battery, reconnecting it, or using a scan tool. So let's just go to power window, because I don't want to have to get out and close the rear hatch. We don't need to monitor data while we're rolling the window up and down. And the window did roll down. Let me point you guys back there. I'll hit the up button. So great, we have bidirectional controls even in our body modules. Now I saw customize. I'm going to click on it and see what I can customize. So let's go to BCM. Most of the settings are in the BCM anyways. Special functions, customize. Now on most Toyotas you can customize like how the door locks work. I already have this one set up with the factory scan tool, but we'll just make sure that we can actually see that stuff. So door lock. I like all of my doors to unlock when I turn the key in the door or when I hit the unlock button on the remote. And I don't like the vehicles to automatically lock me in when I start driving. So we have unlock when we put the shifter into park. We have all unlock, open and close, unlock key twice, auto lock, and auto lock when we shift. So each one of these I can change to suit how I want the vehicle to behave. Now if we go to lighting, there's some options there. Let's see, where were they at? Light control. Like when you shut your car off and lock the door, it will leave the headlights on for a certain amount of time. And there should be a setting in here where we can adjust that. It's kind of nice because you can leave your headlights on. It gives you long enough to get in your garage or get in your house, wherever it may be, before the lights go out and you're left in the dark. So auto light off delay I have set to 30 seconds. That's where I want it. Let's see what options we have. So we have 30 seconds, which I'm currently on, 60, 90, or off. I don't want to change anything, so we're just going to leave it. I also turned off my daytime running lights. And I don't have auto headlights, so the sensitivity doesn't apply to me. Wireless door lock. This is where you'll set up the key fob to where if you hit the button once, it'll open all the doors. You can set up the chirp to respond when you unlock and lock, You can have the hazards flash, back door open alarm, so if one of the doors is open and you hit the lock button, it will beep at you. So I'm pretty impressed. It has all of the functional tools and data that the full-blown launch tablet has under the Toyota Enhanced section. And it looks like it also has a lot of the same features that the Toyota TechStream has.